Most people think of growth hormone as getting taller, but it actually controls and regulates fat loss, recovery, and muscle growth. And the craziest part, you might be suppressing it every single day without even realizing it. Let me teach you guys how to actually increase your growth hormone backed by actual physiology rather than bro science, which gives into the title of the video, how to naturally increase your growth hormone. Let's get started. The first point we're going to talk about is deep sleep, guys. Your body releases most of your growth hormone during times of deep sleep. Not when you're scrolling in bed, not when you're laying in bed awake, but actual deep sleep. Things of deep sleep include sleeping 7 to 9 hours and having a consistent schedule. Right, guys? We want to aim for at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Obviously, life comes into play and we're not going to be able to hit that target every single day or every single night, but we want to try to be consistent with how long we're sleeping, right? And then consistent schedule, guys. We want to try to be going to sleep around the same time and waking up around the same time. We don't want to sleep one day at 9 p.m., sleep the next day at 2 a.m., sleep the next day at 4 a.m., sleep the next day at 10 p.m. We want to be consistent when we are trying to go to sleep and actually falling asleep. If your sleep is trash, guys, you can almost guarantee that your growth hormone is trash, and that is If your sleep is trash, guys, you can almost guarantee that your growth hormone is also trash, and that is a non-negotiable. The second point we're going to talk about, guys, is low insulin. Insulin and growth hormone do not go well together. Why don't these go together? Growth hormone is primarily released when your body is in a fasted state or a low insulin state. And if you know, insulin is a hormone that is released when you eat food, especially foods high in carbohydrates. So if we are constantly eating throughout the day or snacking throughout the day, our insulin is always going to be high, which means our growth hormone is going to be low. Because, guys, when our insulin is high, that basically tells our body that we are in a storage mode or a storage state rather than a releasing mode, which means our hormones like growth hormone can get suppressed. And insulin and growth hormone actually kind of have the opposite jobs as well. Growth hormone burns fat, releases energy, and burns tissue, while insulin stores fat, stores nutrients, and lowers blood sugar. So your body really doesn't use both at the exact same time. So like we kind of mentioned, if our insulin is high all day and we're constantly snacking or eating, our growth hormone is going to be suppressed. Things like this are, don't snack so often. Try to limit snacks if you have any. And then also give space between meals. Around 3 to 4 hours between meals you want to aim for. This is why things just as simple as fasting or spacing your meals out can actually increase your growth hormone. The third point we're going to go over is training hard, guys. Training hard or high intensity spikes your growth hormone. This is because your body releases growth hormone when it thinks it's in a stressed state and needs to adapt. High intensity training creates that, guys. If we are putting our body through high intensity training and creating stress, our body has to release growth hormone to rebuild and recover. You can't be that person that's just doing light training or just going through the motions, guys. You have to do heavy training and high intensity. Right? And you also don't want to be sitting 5 to 10 minutes in between sets. Yes, if you're a powerlifter or do more barbell compound lifts, you're going to need a larger rest period, but we want to focus on just making sure our body's ready to go for the next set, but not waiting too long in between sets. Keep intensity high and train heavy if you actually want to see your body adapt. The next point we're going to talk about is body fat percentage, guys. If we have a higher body fat, that's going to equal lower growth hormone. If we have high body fat, that's basically telling our body that we are in a chronic storage mode. And growth hormone is a release and burn hormone, meaning that it will get suppressed if we are in a higher body fat percentage. And like we said, people who have higher body fat often have higher levels of insulin, which means they're going to have more frequent levels of elevated insulin, but then a higher chance and some probable case of insulin resistance. And like we said, higher insulin equals lower growth hormone. And it's as simple as leaner individuals naturally produce more growth hormone. So all you got to do, guys, is stay relatively lean, right? I'm not talking about being, stage ready lean, but aiming for a healthy body fat percentage where you can have some visible abs and that you look good and feel good. This is one of the biggest overlooked factors with this whole thing. The fifth and final point is stress and cortisol. If you didn't know, cortisol is your stress hormone, but when we are in high chronic states of stress, that can suppress growth hormone. It's exactly how testosterone and cortisol work together too, or how they don't work together, right? If we are in a chronic stressed state or a high cortisol state, we are basically putting our body or telling our body that we are in a survival mode, not a growth mode. That means that our cortisol goes up and our growth hormone goes down. And then similar to insulin too, growth hormone and cortisol have opposite priorities. Growth hormone wants to repair, rebuild, and recover, and cortisol wants to break things down for energy, stay alert, and stay in survival mode. Your body simply can't do both fully at once. And I know life throws curveballs at you guys, but if we can manage a couple things, we're gonna have a better chance of producing or increasing our growth hormone. Things like sleep, recovery, and then just managing stress. Try not to be stressed out 24/7. Guys, all you have to do is sleep properly, train hard, stay relatively lean, stop constantly eating, and manage your stress, guys. Right? Simple as that. Most people are looking for hacks, but they are simply ignoring the basic things that actually control and regulate your hormones. So stop looking for hacks and just start fixing your lifestyle and your habits if you want to see some increase in your growth hormone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Drop a like, drop a comment, and if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It means the absolute world to me, and I'm so thankful and blessed for everyone who watches my videos. It truly means the world. Like always, if you have any video suggestions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll try to make a video on them as soon as possible. If you're new here, my name is Zach. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritional coach, and I do online coaching, personal training, and the gym is my life. And I like to make these whiteboard videos going over topics to simplify them, put them in easy terms for the basic person to understand who wants to get an idea of how to better their health, better themselves in the gym, or just live a better lifestyle. If you're interested in coaching or workout programs, I have my website down below with all my social medias as well. But like always, guys, I'll see you in the next video.